All right, day four. Day four on the S10. 5-6 swaps all done though. We do have to trim the center console, but that's nothing crazy. Today, we're gonna be working on the rear end, basically. Cables, shoes, drums, backing plates, new posi rear end. It's ZR2, so it has 8.5 in it, which makes it a little bit easier. At least a little bit cheaper too. But yeah, that's what we're gonna get. Oh, we have a motor mount too. So we will be doing that step by step today. So day four, I don't know if it'll all be done today. Probably finish up tomorrow on day 5. And then after day 5, we're done with this truck. It can go back to Eric and we can move on to the more fun stuff, like his Trans Am. All right, so we got everything torn apart so far. We got the axles out. As you can see, the wonderful dust shields and emergency brakes. Yeah, there's nothing there. Pulled the rear end out. Nothing too crazy. There's the old one. We gotta get the ring off, but we'll get that off tomorrow. Gonna just let it drip and get it all emptied out. You can see the other side is exactly the same. So what we're gonna get started on next, I think, is going to be this bracket. And then after that, we're gonna work on getting the new dust shields and emergency brakes and stuff all set up and new. All right, so I just got done welding. As you can see, everything is tore apart, diffs out. We got the bracket made, welded. It's pretty decent, not the best thing ever, but the frame was still a little dirty, I guess, in a couple spots. I tried getting all the rust, but it's just really tight. Next step, we're gonna let that cool down, get it primered, painted, and start getting everything else back together. All right, so super rusty truck. Can't get the lineup bolt out. I tried my hardest, tried heating out with a torch, nothing. So I'm gonna show you how to get this out. All right, so from there, You have to let it cool down, just until it's red. You don't want it to cool down completely. All right. You just want it to not be cherry. You just want it to harden back up. And it looks like, oh, it'll either break off or come out. Look at that. And just like that, we have a undamaged plate ready to go back together. All right, so we are installing a PowerTrax differential. Ooh, look at that. Sweet. All right, so I completely forgot to hit the record button. So, but here's the new bearings on it. All right, we're going to next clean this ring up and get the ring put on this, Loctite, torque it down, and we'll be good to go. All right, so once you got this in, you gotta remember that these bolts are reverse thread. All right, so you want to get it lined up and just, you know, work it up. All right. And then once it's up there, then we can start getting Loctite on all these bolts, getting them in, and then we're gonna gun them on, and then we're gonna take it up to the vise and torque them down. Proper torque procedure, which I'll find I can include in the description. See, I already forgot that it's reverse thread. So also, since you're still here watching this, like the video. All right, gonna torque them down. All right, torque down, use my torque wrench. And then what I always do is after I finish torquing everything down, sometimes when I'm doing a motor, I'll do it one bolt at a time, but I did them all and then marked them. I mark the bolts I torque. So now I know just by looking at them that these bolts are all torqued down. I don't have to worry about them again. So next step, I'm going to give this thing a quick rinse down just because we've been playing with it. And I'm going to grease the bearings, and we're gonna go ahead and get the diff in the rear end, double check, make sure everything's good to go, and then we can start putting the rear end back together. All right, so we have the new shoes on, the new backing plate, all new hardware. We had to clean this out a little bit, no big deal, all back together. Next step is getting the differential fitted in. We had to take a step back from that because Advanced Auto Parts sent us the wrong bearings and races. So I now have to unpress the bearings back off the other diff and get the new ones put on, which should be here fairly soon. Hopefully I'm not waiting all day. I guess we'll find out, but yeah. All right, so I got the motor mount done. I don't ever want to do one of these again. The that lower bolt, you could barely see it. I don't know if you can see it. You could barely get to that thing, and it's right next to the rubber, and oh man, that was a project, but it's done. It was broke. Here's the old one. So, I mean, it did need to be done, but man, they could have designed that a little bit better. A little bit. Just. I got the new bearings, got them installed. We are ready to put the diff in. I'm going to try to get the whole rear end situated today. Apparently there's a mix up on the Ebrake cable. I won't know till in the morning, but I want to get this thing together. So let's go ahead and get it together. All right, rear end's in. Had to kind of tap it as little. You don't want to tap it very hard at all. You really shouldn't be giving it much at all. This just because I was doing it myself, it was just kind of a pain. I put grease in the gears. That's how I usually check it. We didn't touch the pinion or ring, but just to verify that nothing changed, I went ahead and checked it. The pattern looks fantastic. So at that point, I put the C-clips in, or put the axles in, put the C-clips in, put the bolt back in, and everything's torqued. Next step is brakes and cover, filling in fluid. Thank you guys for watching episode 3 of our 5-speed S10 build. I was really hoping to have it done today, but it's not going to happen. Between the wrong Ebrake cable, diff bearings just being wrong, and then now putting it all back together, the calipers are seized and I can't get them till tomorrow because it's 6 o'clock. So I really wanted to finish up on episode 3, but we're gonna go one more episode because I really want to get Eric's input on the driving of it and get him in the truck a little bit. He's already driven it once, he's very happy, but I really wanna get that and see what it's like with the new differential and the e-brake working properly and stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this content, and I'll see you for episode 4. Thank you.